Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Om Akhandananda Sambodha Vandanat Yasya Jayate Govindam Tamaham Vande Chidananda Tanum Gurum. So yesterday we saw Guru explained a very beautiful thing. Tavayam prashnaha samichina tarhat. When the disciple asked these questions, then Guruji is not disturbed. Guruji is not angry. In fact, he is happy. I'm very happy. Why? Because I was waiting for you. This is the person I was waiting for. A person who is not asking questions about different things. He is asking questions about the self. Atma tattva avagame pravrittihi. You are interested in understanding the self. This is what I have been expecting. This is the disciple I was expecting for. So, muda with happiness, great happiness. Tataha muda with great happiness. Tvayi sakalam samulam nivedishyami. I am going to explain everything in detail. Sakalam, everything. Samulam, with detail. I am going to explain everything. So, what am I to do? Shrunushva. Listen to me carefully. Okay? Now, so he had asked some 8 questions. So the first question is regarding the pratyaksha. That should be completely demolished, destroyed. So the pratyaksha anubhava, the experience due to the direct perception. I am seeing things. So that should be demolished. So he starts with that. Martyatvaṃ tvayi kalpitaṃ bhramavaśāttenaiva janmādayaḥ tatsambhāvitameva duḥkhamapi teno vastutastanmṛṣā nidrāmohavaśādupāgatasukhaṃ duḥkhaṃ ca kimnu tvayā satyatvena vilokitaṃ kvacidapi brūhi prabodhāgame. Martyatvaṃ tvayi kalpitaṃ bhramavaśāt tena eva janmādayaḥ tatsambhāvitameva duḥkhamapi teno vastutastanmṛṣā nidrāmohavaśādupāgatasukhaṃ duḥkhaṃ ca kimnu tvayā satyatvena vilokitaṃ kvacidapi brūhi prabodhāgame. He says, tvayi, martyatvaṃ tvayi. I am a mortal. This idea in you, bhramavaśāt kalpitam. Bhramavaśāt, because of erroneous knowledge, kalpitam, imagined. Remember this word, kalpitam, imagine. Okay, kalpana means imagination. This is another word. It's a synonym for superimposition. Adhyaropa. Whether you say adhyaropa or aropa or kalpita, they are all synonyms. Okay. So here he says, because of the erroneous knowledge, this mortality, this idea of I am being mortal, I am a mortal, is only superimposed. Okay. Tenaiva, and due to the superimposition, janmādayaḥ, you undergo the birth, etc. Because of that erroneous knowledge, because of that superimposition, due to erroneous knowledge, you undergo the birth, etc. Duḥkhamapi tatsambhāvitameva. And duḥkhamapi tatsambhāvitameva. Duḥkhamapi, even the sorrow also. Tatsambhāvitameva can be interpreted in 2 ways. Tatsambhāvitameva means it is logical. It is possible to accept like that. It is possible that there is sorrow, etc. also. But tatsambhāvitam, tad adhyaropa, tad kalpana sambhāvitameva. Even the sorrow, etc. also is a superimposition. Is a product of superimposition. Vastutaha no tat. Vastutaha na. In reality, it does not exist. Then what is that? Tad mṛṣā. That is a illusory. That is a false. That is illusory. Nidrāmohavaśāt. How can you say that it is illusory? It is not right. It's false. How can you say that? I will give an example. Nidrāmohavaśāt. upagata sukham duḥkhaṃ cha. Nidrāmohavaśāt, nidra sleep, moha delusion, vasāt because of the delusion of sleep. See, for any kind of delusion, for any kind of superimposition, there needs to be a cause, which is a defect. For seeing the rope in snake, there is a defect of bright light or less light, or not able to see properly, etc. Some defect or other should be there. Without defect, there can be no superimposition. So because of the defect of sleep, I see the dream. In that dream, upagata sukham duḥkhaṃ cha, you experience happiness and sorrow also. You are very hungry, sorrow. Then you are offered a very good pizza, eat it. You are satisfied and you want to lie down. At that point of time, you see a tiger, lion, or a snake. You wake up. Okay. Now, prabodhāgame, when you wake up, kvacidapi tvayā satyatvena kinnu vilokitaṃ brūhi, tell me, did you see kvacidapi any time, any point of time, satyatvena, as reality, kinnu vilokitaṃ, did you see it? Did you see that whatever you experience in the dream as reality? Never. You are either sad or you are happy. You are sad. Oh, that was a good pizza. I lost that pizza. I didn't even write the how to prepare it, the recipe for that. Okay. And you are happy. Oh, at least I don't have that snake or a tiger or that lion in front of me. So you cannot go to a shop and say, see, can you in the bank you go and say, can you loan me? Okay, what are you going to pledge your mortgage? Yesterday in my dream, I had cash of a lot of billions of dollars in the locker. So I'll take from that locker and I'll repay you later. But now I need cash. The bank man will say, okay, you can go and take the cash from there itself. Don't worry about don't worry me. So the thing is, it is difficult. We never accept whatever we see in dream as reality, whether it is good or bad. Okay. nāśeṣalokairanubhūyamānaḥ pratyakṣato'yaṃ sakalaprapañcaḥ kathaṃ mṛṣā syāditi śaṅkanīyaṃ vicāraśūnyena vimuhyatā tvayā. But Guruji, wait. I already told you. I think you didn't understand my problem, my doubt. What is that? I see a pot, he sees a pot, she sees a pot, and every one of us sees the pot here. How can whatever we see, all of us see the same pot? How can that what we see be non-real? If I alone saw the dream, therefore that is erroneous knowledge and that is false. Yes, I understand. That is an illusion. I understand. You already explained that in the previous example. That is where my doubt started. Now what I'm saying is, this is experienced by everyone. This pot is experienced by everyone. So for that he says, na nāśeṣalokairanubhūyamānaḥ pratyakṣato'yaṃ sakalaprapañcaḥ kathaṃ mṛṣā iti śaṅkanīyaṃ vicāraśūnyena vimuhyatā tvayā. vicāraśūnyena vimuhyatā tvayā na śaṅkanīyaṃ. You vicāraśūnyena, one without an inquiry, without proper investigation. Vicāraśūnya means one who is devoid of inquiry or investigation. Vimuhyatā, because of which you are deluded. Tvayā, by you. Na śaṅkanīyaṃ, you should not doubt this. What doubt are you talking about? I didn't tell you any doubt. Yes, this is the doubt you have. nāśeṣalokaihi, the whole world. nāśeṣalokaihi means the whole world. pratyakṣato'yaṃ. They see through their direct perception, through their direct experience, whatever the world. I am this world, whatever is seen in this world. Sakalaprapañcaḥ, this whole world. Kathaṃ mṛṣā, how can that be illusory or false? This doubt you cannot, because you have not thought over, inquired into it properly. That is why you are deluded, and that is why you have this doubt. How am I doubt? I'll explain. Wait. Guruji continues. Divāndhadṛṣṭestu divāndhakāraḥ pratyakṣasiddho'pi sakim yathārthaḥ tadvadbhrameṇāvagataḥ padarthaḥ bhrantasya satyassumater-mṛṣaiva. Guruji explained first about the dream. Dream is a particular person's experience, not everyone's. So, with reference to everyone's experience, he is giving another example. Divāndhadṛṣṭestu divāndhadṛṣṭestu tu divāndhakāraḥ pratyakṣasiddho'pi sa kim yathārthaḥ tadvadbhrameṇāvagataḥ padarthaḥ bhrantasya satyassumater-mṛṣaiva. Divāndhadṛṣṭestu. Diva means day. Andha means blind. Drishte means sight. One who has blindness in the day. See, we have heard of night blindness. People after evening they cannot see things. We have seen night blindness. Divāndhadṛṣṭestu, we have seen color blindness also. If you go for eye check and all, they'll show you this pad with different colored dots, in which there will be a character or number. You have to read that number or characters. For some people, light colors will not be visible. For some people, the dark colors will not be visible. I have seen people who cannot see the colors itself. They say dogs cannot see color. Everything is black and white for them. Now, just because a dog, I'm not talking about this person, I'm talking about a dog. Dog says, I don't see color. Does that mean that there is no color? Just because these people who have color blindness, they say, we don't see anything. There is no color here. Does that mean there is no color in the world? The world is not colorful? No. Similarly, divāndhadṛṣṭestu, for the people who have, for the one which does not see the day, the light of the day, which is owl. Owl doesn't see the sunrise. They can't see the sunrise. For day blindness they have. Divāndhakāraḥ, because of which they see the day as dark. Divāndhakāraḥ. Diva, day, dio, day, and andhakāraḥ is darkness. They see the day as dark. Pratyakṣasiddho'pi, though it is directly perceived by them. They experience it directly. They see it. No, it's all dark. There is no sunrise. Sakim yathārthaḥ. Will you accept it to be a fact? Never. Tadvat similarly, bhrameṇāvagataḥ padarthaḥ. You have experienced things because of erroneous knowledge. Whatever padartha, whatever object you see because of erroneous knowledge, bhrantasya satyah, for the person who is deluded, for him it is real. Sumatehe mṛṣaiva, for a person who is smart, for him who is not deluded, for him it is only illusion. Like I'll give you an example or two. See, for a person who has mental illness like schizophrenia, etc., they start seeing things which don't exist. They start hearing things which don't exist. They all the sensory perception they can use for things which don't exist. With reference to this, there was this person who stopped talking to me, and suddenly he knocks at my door at 10 o'clock in the night. And everyone knows that I don't, my world closes at 9 o'clock. And this fellow knocks at my door, even after knowing that I don't open the door at 10 o'clock, he's knocking at the door. He's calling, Swamiji, I opened the door. Though he had stopped talking to me, but poor fellow is in trouble. We can understand that because he is knocking at your door at 10 o'clock. He's coming from his place to your place in a winter period and knocking at your door at 10 o'clock. That means he is in problem. So I just opened the door and let him in. Say what? He said, a ghost is talking to me, troubling me, saying that it wants me to be a witness for who killed her. Can you give me a paper and pen? I gave him a paper and pen and he started. He looked somewhere and he wrote in the paper everything. And I said, okay, I'll relieve you from this problem. And I relieved him from this problem anyway. That is a different issue. But thing is, whatever he saw, for me, this world itself is not, it's an illusory. That's what I've been teaching. How can that ghost be real then? So, Bhrantasya Satya, for a person who has an illusion, for him, for one who experiences, the one who is deluded, for him that illusion is real. For a person who is clear of this delusion, how can that be real? It is mṛṣā. No, but still, I see the pot. Do you see the pot? Yes. Do you? We are all deluded or what? Okay, let us come to that. ghaṭo'yamityatra ghataభిధానః pratyakṣatः kaśchidudeति drishṭeः vicāryamāne satu nāsti tatra mṛdastadbhāva vilakṣanāsā. ghaṭo'yamityatra ghata abhidhanah pratyakṣatः kaśchidudeति drishṭeः vicāryamāne satu nāsti tatra mṛdasti tatra mṛdasti tadbhāva vilakṣanāsā. Ayam ghatah. This is pot. This is pot. Okay. Ityatra means this. Ghata abhidhanah, whatever you call as pot. Ghata abhidhanah, pot. Ghata means pot. Abhidhana means name. Whatever you call with the name pot. Kaśchit pratyakṣatah drishṭehe udeti. Something, some object. Kaśchit, some object called pot. Pratyakṣatah drishṭehe udeti. For your direct perception, it is gained, it is cognized, it is understood through your direct perception. Now, if you ask a logician, do you see a pot there? And say, what do you want me to say? Yes or no? No, whatever is real, you say that. No, I don't see a pot. There is a pot here. Can't you see the pot? There is no pot. How? He will say, through the association called sanyoga, it is existing. Through the association called samavaya, it doesn't exist. What does that mean? Sanyoga means separable relationship. Samavaya means inseparable relationship. Meaning, my hands, they are in separable relationship. Now, the color of this cloth, it is in inseparable relationship. I cannot separate the color from the cloth, right? So the pot is on the table in separable relationship and not in inseparable relationship. Okay, now we know sanyoga and samvaya, right? Separable and inseparable. Okay, now let me ask you a question again. Okay, is the pot on the table in separable relationship? No. How can you say no? You just taught me how this is separable relationship, right? Pot is inseparable relationship, right? How can you say no now? He will say, pot is in separable relationship in left corner, but pot is not in separable relationship in right corner. So in right corner, the pot does not exist in separable relationship. So a logician can twist any word and establish it in any which way. But we are not using those confused logics. What we are saying is, he says, Kaśchit pratyakṣatā whatever you see as direct perception, vicāryamāne, if you inquire into it properly, satu tatra nāsti, it doesn't exist. What? If I inquire properly, there is no pot? How can that be? Let me explain. Okay. Pot may be a not very interesting example. Let us take the example of the earring, the necklace, the chain, the nose ring and all this. Let us take the example of that. In the ear, you have earring. In your hand, you have bangles. In the neck, you have the chain, right? They don't exist. What? This is chain. This is earring. they are gold. If you take it to a gold shop, he will only weigh the gold, not the design and the other intricacies. No, they will only weigh the gold. It is this much gram of gold. That's all. Similarly, vicāraśūnyena, if you inquire properly, it is just nothing but clay. There is no pot or anything. The name and form are all superimposed. It's only clay. So, mṛtasti. Satyatvena, and that clay is completely different from, entirely different from the characteristics of a pot. Clay has different properties and pot is different property. Okay. Pratyakṣato'yaṃ. No, that is okay. That is experienced by everyone, but still, I'll give you another example. Pratyakṣato'yaṃ paridṛśyate'rkaḥ शास्त्रेण संदर्शित लक्ष्य योजनः मानान्तरेण क्वचित् एति बाधाम् प्रत्यक्षमप्यत्र हि न व्यवस्था. प्रादेशमात्रः परिदृश्यते अर्कः शास्त्रेण संदर्शित लक्ष्य योजनः मानान्तरेण क्वचित् एति बाधाम् प्रत्यक्षम अपि अत्र हि न व्यवस्था. प्रादेशमात्रः परिदृश्यते अर्कः. प्रादेशमात्रः. Pradesha means when you expand your index finger and your thumb, whatever size you have, that is called as pradesha. Okay, when you stretch your thumb and index finger, whatever size you gain, that is the size called pradesha. The size of a small a roti or a let's call a pancake or small size, medium size pizza. So the size of the pancake is the size of sun. That is how we see it. It looks like a pancake. So, but what it is? Arka means the sun. In Sanskrit, arka is also a word used for this. I don't know what it is called in English. There is a plant that's it's available widely available here. That its flower, when it breaks it, you can see it will look like a crown, etc. A very beautiful thing. They use that inside thing. They make a garland of it for Ganapati. It's a very, very, very auspicious thing for Ganapati. So in Rishikesh, I saw this plant. I wanted that plant for something. They have uprooted it. I wanted to uproot it. Someone had uprooted it. I asked these fellows who were working there. They were from Bihar. I asked them, is this arka? They didn't understand what arka is. They said, no, that is madar. Ankh. Madar or ankh. I didn't understand what they said. Okay, I left. Okay, probably that is not. And I went little further. I saw this plant, arka plant. I said, this? Yes, that is what is madar. Okay, I said, I'll come and take it later. So the idea is arka is not the arka plant. Arka means sun. Okay, so arkaha pradesha matraha. You see the plant arka, the sun as the size of a pancake, pradesha. Shastrena sandarshita lakshya yojana, but through the shastra, if you see through the astronomy shastra, the Surya Siddhanta, the Aryabhatti, etc. There are so many texts dealing with these kind of things. When you see that astrology and astronomy shastra, there sandarshita lakshya yojana, hundreds of crores of miles it is. So vast it is. Now, pradesha matra paridṛśyate, but we see only it as through the direct perception, we see only it as a size of a pancake. Pratyakṣamapi kvacitāh mānāntarena bādhām eti. Therefore, the pratyaksha, the direct perception also sometimes mānāntarena, through a different pramana, bādhām eti, gets negated. Any pramana can be negated through any pramana which is powerful than that the previous pramana. So here, the direct perception, which is the root, which is the base for all the other pramanas, can be negated through the Shabda Pramana, Shastra Pramana. Shastra is Shabda Pramana, the verbal testimony. So, direct perception is negated through the verbal testimony. Atra vyavastha nahi. There is no fixed idea. Vyavastha means there is a fixed idea. There is no fixed idea here that this is the only powerful pramana for everything. There is no fixed idea like that. Tasmat, therefore. Tasmat tvayi idam brahmatah pratītam mṛṣaiva no satyam avehi sakshat brahmattvamevasi sukha swarupam tvatto nabhinnam kvacit vichinushva buddhau. Tasmat tvayi idam brahmatah pratītam mṛṣā eva no satyam avehi sakshat brahma tvamevasi sukhasvarupam tvattah na bhinnam vichinushva buddhau. Tasmat, therefore, tvayi bhramatah pratītam, by you, in you, bhramatah, because of erroneous knowledge, pratītam, whatever you perceive because of erroneous knowledge, idam, what is that? Idam, this, whatever this you are perceiving. Meaning what? Whatever you see as this, other than oneself, everything is referred to as this, etc. So whatever you pinpoint as this, everything is a mṛṣā eva. They are all illusory, no satyam. They are not real. Avehi, understand this. Tvam sukharupam, not just avehi, not just understand that everything else is a mṛṣā, everything else is illusion. Not just that. Also understand, tvam sukhasvarupam brahma sakshat brahma evaiti. You are that absolute self alone, which is of the nature of bliss. Tvam brahma eva asi. Sakshat sukhasvarupam brahma eva asi tvam. Like that you can interpret. Tvam brahma asi. Tvam tat asi. Tat tvam asi. Now Guruji is giving him the Mahavakya. Tat tvam asi. This fellow is not able to understand that still. So, tvattah na bhinnam. The self is not different from you. Buddha vichinishva. Inquire this properly in your mind and understand this. Okay, Guruji. Wait, where are you going? To inquire. So, I'll go to a forest, inquire like you are staying in forest. I'll go to a forest, or I'll go to the caves in the mountain, or I'll go to some holy place, holy site like Rishikesh. I'll go there, like you did. For that, I already told you very clearly, categorically. I didn't see myself. I didn't have a guru like me. I didn't have me. I didn't understand me. That is why I had to go there. So if I had me, then there's no point in going anywhere. So Guruji is saying, Lokantareva traguhantareva tirthantare karma paramparantare shastrantare nasti anupashyatamiha swayam param brahma vicaryamane. Lokantareva atra guhantareva tirthantare karma paramparantare shastrantare nasti anupashyatamiha swayam param brahma vicaryamane. Lokantareva, the absolute self we are talking about. Lokantareva. Antara means in a different. Loka means world, in a different world. Or va means or, in a different, either in a different world, or atra here, guhantare, in a cave, va or in a cave here, tirthantare, or in a holy site, holy place, karma paramparantare, or in the midst of the karmas you are performing. Suddenly I experience nothing like that will happen. Some idiots, even after studying Vedanta, they still want to have that experience. If you have an experience, that is illusory. Okay? So, karma paramparantare, in the lineage of karma, shastrantare, or in the shastra. Shastra, Antra. Antra, I already said, in the, inside, in the Shastra. Okay. Now, it can either be in the Shastra. If you understand it as in the Shastra, so the self can does not exist in the different world, or here in cave, or in the holy site, or in between the karma, or in a Shastra. Nasti, does not exist there. The self does not exist there. Vicharyamani, if you inquire into it properly, iha anupashyatam swayam param brahma. You will see the self here itself. In yourself. You are the Brahman itself. Swayam param brahma. You are yourself the Brahman. Anupashyatam and vicharyamani are two keywords. Vicharyamani, if you inquire into it properly, anupashyatam, paschat pashyatam. After inquiry, you will see. So, you have to first inquire. Through the inquiry, you will see. But what is that? How will you? Where will you? When will you? What will you inquire about? So, for the question of what, how, when, etc., about the object of inquiry, you have to understand the Shastra. So, Shastrantareva can be interpreted, should be interpreted as you should not delve inside the Shastra. If you understand it is inside the Shastra, means inside the Shastra in the sense of not as words. Don't just stick to the words. Don't just memorize the words and try to think that you understood the self. No, it cannot happen. You have to understand the essence of the teaching, the insight of the teaching, the implication of the teaching, the implied meaning of the teaching. That is how you will understand the self. So, Shastrantre, or you can understand it differently. Shastra Antare. Antara can be in a different sense. Antara is in the other. Other Shastra, in the other Shastra, or in the other Shastra. It can also mean or in the other Shastra. Means you cannot expect the self to understand the self in the other Shastras. Like the Artha Shastra, the Dharma Shastra, the Kama Shastra, etc. No, you can only understand the self in the Vedanta Shastra. Only through Vedanta Shastra you can understand. So, for the other words, Lokantre, Karmantre, etc., the Antara means in. Shastrantre in the other Shastras. Or in the Shastra means not as the words. Okay, like that you have to understand. We'll say this. Om Purnamadaḥ Purnamidam Purnāt Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamādaya Purnamevāvaśāttenaiva. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.